All right, here we go. It is hot as fuck outside, but I can't stay inside anymore because I'm going fucking crazy. It's like 90 something fucking degrees out here. I'm like, don't even have a path, don't even know exactly where I want to go, but I just want to walk. And I want to talk about pointlessness and how life is absolutely meaningless. I kind of want to slow down, but I don't know, I just want to get moving because I've been just sitting inside pretty much all fucking morning. I'm just like, all right, it's Saturday, you know, we got a heat advisory out here, whatever though. I'm like, for this whole feeling that I've been thinking about recently is pointlessness, because it's weird. I was having an extreme sense of nihilism, I guess yesterday. Like, I was talking to my girlfriend yesterday. You know, I was just at work or whatever, and I don't know, I felt that for a second. This extreme pointlessness, like just for like 1 second. And I was like, oh my God, like, fuck it, I wanna die or something. Or I was just like, there's legitimately no point to any of this shit at all. Like, there's just, you know, there's no meaning behind any of it. You just make it up as you go along. And yeah, I have found myself bored with a lot of the things that I used to give a shit about. You know, and now I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't know. Today though, I don't feel like I'm in a bad mood or something. Like, I don't really feel that or something. But I was talking to my therapist and I also thought that I wasn't depressed because I had the wrong definition of depression or whatever. And anyways, I was talking to my therapist about that, and yeah, he was telling me, like, you don't need to be sad or suicidal to be depressed, you know, because that's what I always thought it was or whatever. I was just like, well, yeah, if depression is you're sad and you want to die and you want to, you know, commit suicide or whatever. Like, that's what I was thinking it is. You know, and I talked to him and I was just like, well, yeah, I'm losing a complete lack of interest in all of my shit. And all the things I cared about before, I don't really care anymore. You know, I gotta keep drinking water because it is fucked. Anyways, I don't care about any of that shit anymore. I'm like walking down the same path and like, do I want to show it this time? Not really. I just want to talk and not really distract myself with where I'm walking. You know, I want to walk somewhere different. Anyways, yeah, I am losing interest in all of those things I used to give a shit about, like I said. And now I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, what am I fucking doing now? I don't know though, like, yes, it didn't feel good that one day when I was thinking about it. You know, Friday, it didn't feel good. And I was like, oh, well, fuck all this shit. They're having fun. Anyways, I don't know, all those things that I used to care about, like, I just don't care about them anymore. I don't know. right now, today, for example, I was listening to this. I was listening to YouTube again. And I think I actually want to go this way. I just wanted to take the back area of the neighborhood. Fuck me, it's hot. Anyways, I was listening to this YouTuber and this other YouTuber, Sneeko and Abba, you know, and then Abba and Preach, whatever. And the Sneeko kid, he's like 23 or whatever. And I watched one of his like old videos, and it was called I Don't Care About Anything Anymore. And it's this exact kind of topic, which is just, I was even talking to my girlfriend last night about that, you know, because she like feels the same way, like, and again, I don't have a belief in God, I don't have a belief in any of that blah 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 morality stuff, nothing, life path, anything. It's just, I don't. And he was talking about that, and yeah, it just got me thinking about like the shit that I've been thinking about and going through recently. That yeah, this is all meaningless. But then I have a question. I'm like, why am I not killing myself? I don't know why. I'm like, so there legitimately is no point to life. Like there really isn't. There's not, in my opinion, whatever. People find their purpose and find out, you know, whatever the fuck drives them, whatever that might be. But like me, for example, no, like I don't have any of those external driving forces. I have no meaning. And that's why all these videos that I've been making and this life journey on trying to find my purpose in life, it's like, yeah, there's legitimately no purpose. You make it up for yourself. You make up your purpose, and I'm not finding anything meaningful. But I'm like, okay. But so far I've been giving a shit about talking. I love talking. I love talking to people, and I like to develop a real connection. Even if I connect with somebody on the fact that there is no meaning to anything, that's still a connection, and I care about that. And Abba was bringing up the fact of community, you know. But Sneeko was like, I want to affect the world on a larger scale. And he just sounds very impatient, just like I do. Because I was like, oh, I want to make the whole world honest, or this is what I was thinking about and feeling. And I was talking to one of my coworkers, you know, and he ended up asking about my YouTube channel or whatever. I was talking about it, and then he was just like, oh yeah, let me see a video. And I sent it to him. And he just, you know, he was like, he watched it, and then the next day, me and him talked, and he was like, yeah, man, you really got me thinking, you know, and me and him had another conversation. He's like, yeah, I watched it like twice. And I was like, wow, you know, this one person I affected in some way. You know, it wasn't on some extreme grand scale, and it didn't need to be. And you know, but it's still, I was like, oh wow, I impacted him. And of course I would like to have a bigger conversation with everybody. And again, the point of that is just, you know, I get paid money to fucking talk about all these things. Because I just, yeah, I don't belong in this corporate shit. Like, I don't care about any of this fucking stuff at all. I'm like, I like talking to people, and I like having these conversations and all this kind of stuff. I don't know, it just got me thinking about all of that. And I'm like, so I have this belief that all of this is fucking pointless. Like, fuck it. Like, but again, I'm not jumping off a bridge, or I'm not killing myself. Even though I felt this. I felt that feeling for just a second. That absolute pointlessness. Like yesterday when I was talking to her on the phone. I was just at my job. I just felt, it was very vivid. And I was like, oh my God, whoa. What the fuck, man? Like, it was dark. You know, those feelings. It was really fucking dark. And I was like, oh boy. And I don't know. I haven't felt that, I don't think, ever in my entire life like that. Like, I've had those moments of, wow, this is all pointless, but I still felt good about that in some weird way. Like, oh yeah, life is just pointless. You know, but what was the comfort in that? Oh yeah, there is legitimately no meaning. But like that time yesterday, I felt that, and I was like, whoa, fuck, dude, there's like, what the fuck am I still doing this shit for at all? Like, why? It's like there's little bits of joy, right? I'm just gonna double check again. Okay, good. There's little bits of joy in feelings and dopamine hits that you fucking feel when you're enjoying yourself or doing things that you enjoy. Right now, I'm walking. And beforehand, I wasn't really doing this shit at all. Like, I didn't walk, I didn't do any of that fucking stuff, you know? But I was, you know, sitting inside, listening to ABBA and fucking Sneeko talk, and, you know, got me thinking about all that stuff, and I ran to that topic again, because I was just thinking about it recently, and I'm like, wow, what a coincidence. I don't know, pointlessness is very interesting. And again, when I'm going to be kind of all over the place, I'm walking, whatever, my thoughts are flowing. But yeah, when I was talking to my therapist, he was like, and I was describing to him how I was feeling, and even I made a video on Friday saying, what is it that I'm feeling right now? I didn't understand it. You know, I was like, okay, am I depressed? Like, I thought depression was, oh, dude, I want to kill myself. I'm like, no, I was feeling this sense of hopelessness. I was feeling this sense of pointlessness, okay, but like I wasn't sad, and a sense of boredom, but I wasn't sad. So, but then I got frustrated because I was like, okay, well, what the fuck is this then? And it's like, yeah, and then my therapist is like, dude, yeah, you're experiencing a form of depression. It is a form of depression. I haven't been sleeping well either, or whatever. That's like a minor symptom. I've just been thinking a lot about all of this stuff. And I've been thinking about a lot, like, where the fuck am I? Like, I'm going for a walk right now. I got this wireless mic on my fucking neck, and I'm talking about pointlessness. This is a pointless conversation. Why don't I just step in the middle of the road right now and let a car hit me? They'll never suspect it. They'll never suspect it at all. Why am I honestly not doing that? Why do I want to live? If I honestly have this belief that there's no point to it at all, it's like my parents fucked. That's it. It's a biological fucking function, and I'm born. Here I am on this fucking planet asking why I'm here. There's a practical sense. Okay, yeah, my parents wanted to have kids. They had me. So it's just an interesting feeling to be here right now at the age of 26, almost 27, and feeling how I'm feeling, you know, and I'm walking around and looking at people, talking to people, trying to understand their lives and why they're living the way they're living, you know, and asking them their passions and what they give a shit about. And I was talking again to my girlfriend about that, you know, passion and everything. And she was like, passion is distraction from all of this suffering. You know, that's all it is. Like, that's all you're doing is just avoiding suffering, because pain and suffering is all life really is. And then all your coping mechanisms are just things that are helping you not suffer, you know? They're just helping you get through all of this awfulness that life is bringing. And all the things that I used to enjoy, you know, again, I'm not enjoying them as much anymore. I mean, here I am now. I feel as though I'm actually enjoying the walks or something. This is the second time that I've gone for a walk. And I'm actually dressed pretty comfortably. I got lots of water. And I'm like, oh God, fresh air, right? Feels so good. But I'm asking myself, okay, why does that feel good? You know, and is this all I'm doing is just, you know, I have the moments of pain and suffering throughout my daily life, and then all I'm living for is the good feelings every now and then. You know, is that all I'm doing is just living for that? I'm just living to hit my dopamine receptors. I'm just living to hit my pleasure-seeking fucking hormones and chemicals in my brain. Is that all I'm doing? because right now I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm talking, right? I'm expressing myself. I'm letting my thoughts fucking flow, and that feels good. And I'm like, okay, is that it? Is this all I'm doing? Oh, it's just weird. Like I said yesterday, before I even talked to my therapist, I made that video in the morning, you know, describing how I was feeling, and I was really down. I was extremely down. And in those feelings of, again, just pointlessness and hopelessness, and who gives a fuckness. Like, I didn't care about nothing. And I'm like, what do I care about? Like, as of late, it's just, what do I give a fuck about? Even yesterday when I got home, I took some CBD gummies. I'm just like, fuck it. Kind of bored again, whatever, right? I'm gonna stay inside for the rest of the night. And yeah, I just want to kind of decompress and stop thinking, you know, super hard. But then, you know, my girlfriend called me, and then me and her talked till 2 in the fucking morning. We had a 4.5 hour conversation. And then, yeah, I kind of led down this path of talking about this stuff, this pointlessness conversation, and the meaninglessness of it all. And I'm like, what gives me meaning? I've also, you know, again, making all these videos and everything, that's what I've been thinking about. And God, I was just like, I felt that itchiness inside of me when I was fucking watching those videos this morning, you know, Abba and Sneeko talking. Like, I was just like, oh God, I got to get out. I just want to talk. I just want to be able to hear my opinion. Like, I listened and everything, and I actually enjoyed their conversation, but I was like, all right, I like expressing myself now. I want to do that. I want to be able to say what it is that I'm thinking. And I'm like, okay, what am I thinking? And do I want to stop thinking? Do I want to keep thinking? Do I feel more patient today? Yeah, because like I said, like, or just, you know, a majority of these videos that I've been making, like, I've been so angry, and I've been very down, and yelling and screaming, and then confusion, and then lost, and whatever else. Okay, here I am today. Thinking about this particular topic, walking around in my neighborhood again, thinking about what path I want to walk down. And I am coming up on this path, and I drive by it every fucking morning. And I walked down it a long time ago when I was a kid. And I'm like, here I go again. Like, I want to walk there and see how I felt. Like, again, I'm about to move out. I'm about to fucking leave this entire neighborhood. I'm not going to be that far away, but again, I'm not going to be here. This is not going to be my home. So I just want to walk around my neighborhood, and I'm not even going to say that I want to say goodbye. It's just a matter of going through those past feelings, and I don't know, it's so strange. I'm like, why am I doing this? Why this? Why that? What drives me to move? And I do like asking that question. Why? To a lot of things.